So, next important concept to manage is how do we comment code. We have two options. We have two diagonals, and that will become just that line being commented. And if we do diagonal and within the multiplication element, we're just going to comment until we just get rid of that one. So as you can see here, I have just commented all these functions. I'm just going to leave it this as our tests. And for the purpose of knowing what's happening, I'm just going to add a folder. Folder is going to be called like comments. And for the test function, I'm just going to rename it to 01 message test, so that it's more clear. The better you have it within the description, it's going to help you to do not get lost on the coding. Message test. That's it. Then I can put it inside of this. Yeah. It won't make a difference if it's inside of an element or if it's not. And our next one is going to be just a copy and paste, so that we can rename it 02 main AddIn structure. So I go to main AddIn structure. It says here is a test. Just remember to call it properly. 02 main AddIn structure. So let's just get deleted this one. We don't need it. And our AddIn basically is divided into three sections. The first one is selection or extraction. Sorry about that. Extraction. Then we have a component that it's going to be the analysis. And then we have another component which is the creation. If we have those three in mind, it's going to be easier for creating any type of AddIn, because mostly we need to pick something from Revit, or we need to do something, then we need to analyze it, and then we need to create it. So specifics we need to have on any type of AddIn are these ones. In every type of AddIn, we need to initiate our application. So our application is going to be UI application. This is for pulling things from Revit. Our application, we can call it UI app, which will be basic. And since we are running a command, we can use command data dot application. So you can add this one to the template. Most of the times you will use it. Then we have document, doc, and we call it UI app. Since we're using the variable dot active UI document dot document. So from the application, we want to have the document as a variable called document. From this type of logic, we can also be doing something like this: document doc1. If you follow from that extraction, we can have command data dot application dot active UI document dot document, and the result will be the same, since we are just putting the two strings together. But we wouldn't be helpful to use the application, or at least an instance of the application, if we do not create the variable. Then the next thing, for this case scenario, we wanted to select something in Revit. So let's call it selection. It's called selection. It's not allowing me because it's missing some component. So for the selection, we need to have another that it's called using Autodesk Revit.ui.selection, and that will enable selection. Yep, now it's enabled. That it's the things we want to select, and it's going to use as well UI app dot active document dot selection. So those three components need to be on the application extraction, because those are the ones that is going to help us to get things from there. And on the end part, the other things we need to know from creation is that creation always needs a transaction. The transaction is something that is going to happen on Revit once it's already created the command. So let's call it transaction 1, new transaction, call it document. The transaction needs to start, and we can call it starting process. And the transaction needs to end, which is the commit. Actually, it's everything together, send it as a package so that it works. The commit doesn't need to have a text. And everything you want it to do, it goes inside of here. So in between from the selection, you get the elements, you get them the way you want it, the way you need it. And then what's going to happen is that you're going to be creating it so that they go upon a cycle. So let's do a little test upon here. I'm just going to add some on Revit, a single element to be selected. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of some levels. I don't need them to be there. Yeah, that's it. Just going to save this one as well and share it with the references of the course. This one's be called, yeah, test. Save it. Then we can create just a component. The column will be, structural column better. It's on first level, it's vertical, it's height. Yeah, that will be fine. Select concrete will be better. Yeah, so we have that one in concrete. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work a little within the object, the analysis, and the creation of elements.